today I'll be painting this little interesting painting. As you can see, I got this little LED light that I've installed on the back of this canvas. And let's start this painting here with a little bit of water brushing back and forth as like a base to help colors to mix together, starting with white, yellow, orange, and red here. And stick around till the end so I can show you how I installed this LED light on the back of this canvas. But I thought it was, I don't know, just looking for ways to kind of brainstorm different ways, creative ways to create this piece. Little DIY, and also it could be gift ideas for your friends and loved ones, you know, that you can try out. That's something kind of unique, something you don't see often. But here I am, a white, yellow, and orange basic sunset color sequence there. I wanted to basically try out, and just a little little white mixed with light blue to try to fill out the rest of the real estate to indicate kind of like a, you know, night skies, you know. So here we go, and just painting all around the these lights. So it's kind of interesting the way I wanted to approach this painting. I've installed the LED light, as I've said, around on the back of this canvas first. This is a 8" by 10" gallery wrapped canvas. And again, if you could stick around till the end of this video, which I very much appreciate, and I'll kind of show you how I've easily installed this. But here, the nice little sunset action going, you know, with the yellow again, with the yellow over orange, and then a little bit of red to just kind of indicate I like the nice little sunset setting, you know, that I wanted to portray here. And here, mixing the beige with the dark brown, a little brown here, and just kind of indicate, of course, the land. Little combination of, I guess, what I'm envisioning right now is a abstract kind of landscape, you know, with a little bit of balance between, visual balance between the between these colors and the LED lights. So, you know, it's something that as a DIY kind of deal, where you can just kind of use it as a night light by your bedside, I'm envisioning, or you can just install it on your wall, perhaps, you know, or just to kind of help you be more creative, you know, whether you want to be really likes to be you know, weekend painter or not. I think, I believe the painting is one of the great ways to help your brains to be, you know, creative, and whatever the jobs that you might be involved in, you know, I think painting is one of fantastic ways to help you do that. So here, getting back to our painting, I'm using a palette knife here, and I put some brown and black color here to indicate a ladder. That's what I'm trying to do. So it's kind of hard to this is one of the great ways to apply a straight line using a end of a side of a palette knife to just kind of go up and down, as you saw. And using a fine brush, maybe number 1 or 0 brush that you have, whatever you have, a thin brush, mix it with lots of water, and put a little ladder here, you know. One by one, of course, I've let the background colors dry first before we can do this, which is more ideal. I figured a little dream, kind of a surreal kind of composition was what I've wanted to envision, and little stars, you know, and using all these little ladders to help you, in my imagination, maybe climb over it, you know, encouraging people to follow their dreams, you know. And here, I'm mixing in a little beige, white, and brown, and using my palette knife back and forth. And I want to fill out the edges of this canvas. Sort of like a frame, you know, just to use it as a neutral color type of framing around this composition before I continue with our next step. And I didn't like that first initial color sequence, so so I tried the gray, beige, brown, and then another gray here. So just back and forth experimenting, just to see. And this is one of the first time I'm trying this way of filling out the frame. And you guys are always free to experiment with your own unique way of kind of try to combine the neutral colors around your composition and painting the more of a primary colors, over it. So okay, so palette knife once again, gray, beige and dark brown, another gray, just kind of mixing these colors in together. And I didn't like the first attempt where I didn't use a masking tape, but here I'm using a masking tape to try to make my the edges a little bit more clean. But you don't have to do this, but as you can see, because I didn't use a thick viscous color type of paint, one thing I've noticed is that the paint does kind of bleed through the masking tape. So my recommendation, if you guys want to try this, is to use a thick viscous color type of paint if you want to paint around the edges the way I'm trying to frame it here. But okay, getting back to the lights, I thought I wanted to add a little bit more of yes, so getting back to these, continuing on with this framing here, just a little bit of gray, beige and brown action here, and to give that nice little neutral colors to it. But if I were to do this again, I would paint this first before I do the rest of the painting. So that's one of the things that I've noticed, that a mistake that I've made, but something you guys can learn from. I know I figured that if I were to do this painting again, I think I can do a little bit better job in terms of executing the overall, composition. But here I'm adding a little bit more, being more creative here, and little lights. I didn't like the hard edges that I've created as a framing, so I'm just kind of going over it, with a yellow, indicating lots of positive colors with white, and just kind of eyeballing it, and just wanted to see how the light would kind of spread around this composition, using a little flat brush back and forth, up and down. And I think painting can be one of the great ways to help you to be, more creative, whatever professions you're involved in, whether it's medicine, science, or, accounting or finance, or whatever the case might be. We always have to think outside the box a lot of times, to tackle the problems that we face in our jobs. So here again, I turned on the LED light again just to see what the overall look and feel might be. And getting back to our yellow paint, it doesn't exactly have to be this kind of paint, but something that's similar. You can add these type of similar yellow colors around these LED lights. Be sure to not to paint over it. That's one of the reasons why I turned on the LED light, to help me make sure that I don't paint over these lights. But I don't know, is this something, one of the best? I'm still kind of studying colors. I'm trying to master colors, so I'm not 100% happy with the way this painting is turning out. But hopefully, watching you guys can watch this and say, you know what, this kind of helping me to be So that's the LED light here that I've turned on, and let me turn the lightings away, key lights away from this painting, just to kind of show you that, so that kind of gives you a little bit of different viewing experience, I guess. But as you can see, it gets darker. Hope you enjoy this painting. And here's a little bonus feature for you guys. So this is a cheap LED light that I got from Amazon. $6-7 for 20 of these in a pack that I got from Amazon. So one of the reasons I like using this type of LED light is that it's so easily replaceable, and something that in case the battery runs out, you can just easily change the battery. And I didn't want to have too many lights, so I'm cutting out one of them right here. And then I'm using a hot glue gun to place this on the back of the canvas, as you can see, and letting it dry. And you can apply these, as you can see, more of these glue gun around the light for some interesting ways for the lights to reflect and refract.